Alright, you guys ready to have some fun? Yeah! That was like 7 of you. We'll get there. Alright, here's what I want you to do. See if Wyoming can keep a beat here a little bit. I want all of you to clap your hands with me. Come on, don't disappoint me. There we go. Stick with me. Well, I'm going to say hip hip. And I want all of you, as loud as you can, to say hooray after I say hip hip. Alright? Don't disappoint me. Here we go. Hip hip! Hooray! Oh, you can do better than that. Hip hip! We'll work on it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are videotaping tonight's show so that you can download a free copy later and see what you've done. Now, in just a few minutes, I am going to be looking and asking for some brave volunteers to join me up here on stage tonight to become the stars of the show. No. You know what, folks? I've been doing this for going on about 6 years now, and it never fails. As I look around this room, some of you look a bit worried. Really, you look worried. In fact, some of you won't even look at me. You're just like, you don't look in my eyes, stay away from me. All right, don't worry about it. I promise you, in this small group tonight, I'm only going to ask for maybe 3 or 4 volunteers from every table. So look to your left and look to your right. Who from your group, your friends, your party would be the most fun to have up here on stage? Look around, look around. You see, this is the point where everyone starts pointing at each other. Some even point to themselves. Who's that? You see, folks, this show, my show, is 10 times more fun and incredible if you or somebody you know comes up here. So by a show of hands, and raise your hands up high, who has never seen my show before? Raise your hands up high if you have never seen my show before. Get them up, get them up, get them up, get them up. Freeze! I just want to see how many volunteers I'm going to have. Perfect. We'll have a good show tonight. No. He's like, I want to get up here. I'm ready to go. You see, folks, this show truly is an audience participation show. And by that I mean, the more you all participate, the more fun you'll think you're having. You see, without you, there just really isn't any show. And this could turn in, and based on what was happening outside when I walked in, this could turn into a pretty boring seminar on how to stop smoking real quick. It was like a huge cloud out there. It was crazy. All right? But no, seriously, without you, there just can't be any show. So on three, I want to take your right hand and put it up just like this. So you confused, that looks a little bit like this. Okay, so move to the left hand, I can't figure it out. All right, on the count of 3, put your right hand in the air. 1, 2, 3, do it! Everybody arms up, everybody arms up, everybody's arms up. Now, I want you all to repeat after me. I give myself permission. Repeat after me. Let's try this again. I give myself permission to have fun and follow all the suggestions given to me to the best of my ability. Good, put your arms down. See, folks, for tonight's show, all I ask of you is that at least for the next 45 minutes to an hour, that you suspend your disbelief and lend me your imagination. So we're going to do a quick test. Actually, we're going to do a couple tests, just to show you how quick hypnosis can happen. Everybody put your hands out in front of you just like this. Everybody put them out. On the count of 3, we're all going to clap our hands together. On the count of 3, we'll clap our hands together. Here we go. Do it! No, folks, on the count of 3. We're going to try this one more time. We'll try this again. All right. Here we go. Oh, now you're paying attention. All right, 1, 2, clap! No, on the count of 3. It's only one that's paying attention.
I'm not.
All right, yo, for real. We'll do it for real. We'll do it for real this time. 1, 2, 3. Clap your hands together and hold them just like this. Squeeze your hands tightly closed. Don't do anything until I tell you to. Don't do anything until I tell you to. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to take your 2 index fingers like this. Just watch. Don't do it. And I want you to stare between your index fingers. And I want you to imagine that there's 2 magnets of opposite polarity on the tips of your fingers. And watch as your fingers begin to pulled together. Use your imagination. Have fun with it. Watch. It really does work, all right? Squeeze those hands together. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Look at those fingers and watch them pull together. The harder you try, the closer they pull. Pulling closer and closer and closer and closer and closer. The harder you try to resist, the more they move together. All right.
You got it wrong.
Everybody make a circle with your hand like this. Look up at my circle. Now look at your circle. Look up at my circle. Now look at your circle. Now look up at my circle. Take your circle and touch it to your chin. Freeze! Folks, this is your chin.
Yeah. You didn't say Simon Says.
Shh, quiet, they're explaining it to each other. Folks, I don't do that to embarrass you. Yeah, actually I do. But to demonstrate how quick the faculties of the conscious mind can be bypassed and selective thinking implanted, also known as hypnosis. Look at it like this. There really is no such thing as hypnosis per se. All hypnosis is the power of suggestion, as we just did. It's the way that words have to influence us all, the way we think, respond, and behave. You see, folks, every single person in here is hypnotizable because every person in here is suggestible. If you weren't suggestible, it would mean you couldn't learn. Nod your head if you understand. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Very important concept. Everybody is hypnotizable. Now, there's a couple things that people always wonder about my show, so I'm going to clear these up first. The first one is this, and I know there's a young in here, so I'll use different language on this. Is she the only young one we have here? Okay. Is that they think that if they come up here, I'm going to make complete fools of them. That's pretty much what's going to happen here tonight, just so you all know. All right, well, let's do something quick. Take your right hand and move it back and forth like this. Faster, 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 faster. Stick your tongue out, wiggle around. You see, folks, nothing you're going to do up here is going to look any more ridiculous than you all look right now. All right, so if this embarrasses you, there's no hope for you at all. All right, loosen up, you'll have more fun. The second part of this is people think that because I'm a hypnotist, I have these special powers, that I can make you do whatever I want. Well, I can, but my powers stop where your morals, values, and belief systems begin. So if some of you have no morals and values, I would really love for you to volunteer tonight. We'll have a really good show, I promise. The other thing people worry about is that they're going to come up here and tell their deepest and darkest secrets. Between you and I, and everybody here, most people don't want to know what your secrets are, and neither do I, okay? So whatever you come up here with, you're not going to divulge anything to anybody, okay? Being in hypnosis really feels no different than some of you feel right now. If you clapped before I said 3, do you know why you clapped? Because you were hypnotized. You responded to a visual suggestion. You were that focused. If you ever driven down the road and forgot you drove a mile, zoned out, happens out here, happened to me on the drive out here, guess what? You were hypnotized. You ever had your husband, some of you ladies out here, who are watching a football game and you can say their name 1,000 freaking times and they never hear what you say. They can say, you could go to the store and come back and have told them that and they still have no idea you left. That's because they were hypnotized by the television. Anytime you laugh, you are hypnotized. You found something that was said suggestible. Alright? Hypnosis really is just a feeling of deep relaxation. You will never give up control to me at any time. As fun as that would be, I would not be here in Wyoming if I had the ability to control people. I would be living in the Bahamas someplace on $1 million. Alright? So I don't have the ability to control you. I'm not going to embarrass you tonight. That is not my goal. Some of you have your bosses here, your co-workers here, and I really do want you to be able to go to church on Sunday and hustle back to work on Monday. Okay, without being embarrassed. Tonight is really just about having fun. Are you guys ready to have some fun? Okay, that's like 8 of you now. We're getting there, we're getting better. Alright, so here's how this works. I have 12 chairs up here. And just like my 13-year-old son, who doesn't do anything, neither do these chairs. Alright? They need you in them to have any type of show. I guarantee my show up to this point, After that, the show really depends on all of you. The more open you are to having fun, the more mix of males and females I get up here, not all males and not all females and so forth, the better show this is going to be. So I really am looking for 12 good volunteers. If you've been hypnotized before, come forward and just have a really good time. If you're worried about missing the show, don't worry. It's funner to be up here than it is out here, and it's being recorded. So, in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I reach the count of 3, I'm hoping that in this small group tonight, there are about 12 of you that truly want to have fun. And if you're really, really tired, being in hypnosis is like getting 4 hours of deep sleep. So if you want to go out after this, you'll have a really, really fun time. All right? On the count of 3, if you would like to participate in my show tonight and have fun, I want you to join me up here on stage on the count of 3. There's only one ready to go. This could be interesting. 1, 2, 3. Don't be shy. Come up and fill my chairs. I need way more than this. I won't even do the show without 12 people up here. Come forward and I'll slide it back there. Alright, I'm going to switch this up a little bit. I'm going to have you switch with him. I'm going to have... Let's see here. I'm sorry, I'm going to have you two switch.
You doing up too much alone?
I'm going to have you two switch. I'm going to have you two switch, then you'll be set. Nobody else wants to have fun tonight? Alright, so for about the next 10 minutes, while I work with these individuals up here on stage, I need you guys to kind of keep it down. Typically I hypnotize people standing up, but this stage scares the crap out of me, which is why I'm not on it right now. So we're going to do it sitting down, which isn't my typical way of doing things. I like the Las Vegas style a little better, but we'll make it work. Anybody up here been hypnotized before? Oh, nice. Fresh meat. Alright, so here's what I want you to do. Put your legs flat on the floor. Good, 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 good. And what's your name? Chad. You're telling me. What's your name? Christine? Joe? Dana? Paul? Julie? Patrick? Nice to meet you, Patrick. What is it? Danya? Alicia? Nancy? Joy? Tim, is that really loud for you, Tim? Are you sure? Okay. Was that one too loud for you? So you just need it down. Turn it down just a bit. Now you can focus better. Alright folks, to all my volunteers up here, thank you for volunteering. Hopefully we'll get 4 or 5 of you that will remain up here in a deep state of hypnosis and have a really good time. I do have a very special rule in my show, and that is this. Because all of you so graciously volunteered your time to come up here and at least give this a try and participate, I will let you leave here with something that you can use to improve your life. Whether you want to quit smoking, whether you want to lose weight, I'll show you how to do that when you're up here before you leave my stage, as my gift to you guys for volunteering your time. I'm a big believer, never waste a good hypnotic trance. It's very powerful, it saved my life, which I'll tell you at the end of the show how. Alright, so take it seriously. If you take this seriously, everybody can be hypnotized. There's only two reasons this won't work for you. Either you try too freaking hard, or you don't want to be. Alright? Don't do those two things. Listen to my voice, forget about them. They're really not going to be looking at you anyway, so go with the flow, alright? Alright. Can I just put your gum out? Yeah, you can swallow.
That's good for your lungs.
Anybody else have gum? Alright, can I take your guys' glasses? I'll set them here on the table if you won't need them in a minute anyway, so they don't fall off. Can I take yours, my friend? Thank you. Alright, so go ahead, sit up nice and straight in your chairs. Put your hands in your lap like this. Feet nice and flat on the floor so you're nice and comfortable. And lean back in the chair a little bit if you like. Now, we're going to do a quick breathing exercise to get you to calm down, to get you to begin relaxing. So here's what I want everybody to do. Take in a nice deep breath now. In through the nose, hold it, and now let it out slowly. And as you let it out, notice how your shoulders begin to drop. How just naturally, you just begin to relax, simply because of controlling your breathing. Take in another nice deep breath, and hold it, and exhale slowly. Good, now take in another deep breath, holding it again, and then exhaling slowly. With every breath, just focusing on the sound of my voice. All the sounds around you are just going to be sounds of everyday life. They won't distract you or disturb you. Just hear my voice. Don't think, just feel. So what all I need to do right now is pick a spot up on the wall, any spot, the ceiling, the wall, just as long as your eyes have to elevate just a little bit. Pick that spot up on the wall, and I want you to focus on that spot very intently. Up on the ceiling, the top corner of the wall, just get a spot up there. And just begin to focus intently on that spot. We want your eyes to tire, we want them to tear, we want them to pull, we want them to grow heavy. And the more you focus on that spot, maybe you're becoming aware of just naturally your arms, your legs, your shoulders, and your body begins to relax. Keeping focused on that spot. Now in your mind, I want you to imagine that that spot is moving towards you. It's leaving its location now, and it's now suspended somewhere in midair. Keeping your mind focused on that spot. With every breath, that spot begins to move closer and closer and closer. The sound of my voice becoming very apparent in your mind now. Focusing all your attention and focus on that spot, moving closer and closer to you. Now when that spot finally gets within 2 or 3 inches of your face, I want you to let your eyes go closed. The more you breathe, the closer that spot moves. Listening to the sound of the music and letting that music guide you. Some of you are beginning to close your eyes now. And as you close those eyes, just notice how heavy and relaxed they are becoming. Focusing on all the little movements, a fluttery sensation in your eye. And if your eyes aren't closed now, just let them go closed. And everybody take in a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, just let your shoulders drop down. With every breath, with every sound, from the top of your head now to the bottoms of your feet. It almost feels now as if your feet have just begun to melt into the floor because they're becoming so heavy, so relaxed. And I want you to focus now on your right arm. I want you to focus on that right arm. And I want you to make that right arm so heavy and so relaxed. It almost feels impossible to lift. The sounds around you just deepen your memory. And when you've relaxed your right arm this much, let that feeling move up into your right shoulder, around your neck, into your other shoulder, and down your left arm. Noticing how deeply relaxed your left arm has become. And when you relax your left arm so completely and totally, that feeling can just melt back in around your neck, and as it goes to your neck, you can allow your head just to slowly relax and dip forward, letting all the tension go in your neck. And as you take in a nice deep breath and exhale, the head begins to pull down just slightly, as if your chin is moving into the center of your chest. Because the more you relax now, the better you feel. And the better you feel, the deeper you go, just as that feeling of relaxation now moves into your chest and your lower back. It moves around, down into your thighs and your legs, down through your knees, your calves, into your ankles, and finally to the bottoms of your toes, allowing the sound of the music to guide you. If your eyes aren't closed, let them go closed now, and just relax. When I come by and touch you on your shoulders gently, just let your body begin to relax. Let your body begin to melt. Let all the tension go. Just feel yourself relaxing. That's right. All the tension just leave, right? Deeper and deeper. Just relaxing. All the way down. That's right. Just melting. That's right. All the way down. Every time I touch you, just melt. Let your whole body just melt and melt. Drift and sink. The tension leaving, nothing but the sound of my voice. Every part of you deeply and completely relaxed. All the sounds around you, just sounds of everyday life. That's right. Just relax. Your whole body just melting. Deeper and deeper. Just all over your shoulders. That's right. Just relax. And all your tension go all the way. Just relax. That's right. Any laughter from the audience, just relaxes you, melts you, and causes you to go even deeper. And when I come by and pick up one of your arms, let your whole body go. Don't fight the feeling anymore. Just lean to the person to your left or right. Just relax. All the tension going deeper and deeper and deeper. That's right, all the way down. Just sleeping all the way down. Just sleeping, that's right, deeper and deeper. Sleeping, that's right, deeper and deeper. Letting all the tension go, every part of you just melting and drifting. The person I'm touching now, just sleeping, just melting, that's right. Stuck to the chair, but the whole body letting go. Nothing matters but the sound of my voice. The person I'm touching now, just sleeping, that's right, just relax all the way down, deeper and deeper and deeper. Just sleep, just let your whole body and all the tension leaving, drifting, melting, kind of stuff, right? So pick up your arm, again, your body just goes deeper. Just sleep. Stuck to your chair. Just sleep. All the way down. Just sleeping. Drifting. Just sleeping all the way down. That's right. Just let it go. Sleep. Relax. That's right. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Now I'm going to count from 10 backwards to 1. When I reach the count of 1, I want you to let all the tension go in your body. Hear nothing but the sound of my voice. From this moment forward, every suggestion I give you becomes the absolute truth the moment that I say it. Nothing else matters but the sound of my voice. Beginning at 10 now. Letting all the muscles relax. From the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet. Nothing can disturb you now. Sleep, that's right. Sleep all the way down, deeper and deeper. Sleep. Melting, floating. 9, every part of you letting go now. At 8, drifting deeper and deeper and deeper. At 7 now, just a nice warm feeling of relaxation flowing over you. At 6, that's right, just let go. At 5, deeper and deeper. At 4 now, the sound of my voice becoming more and more apparent. At 3, all the way down. 2, just melting into you. And 1, just sleeping now, all the way down. Deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. And from this moment forward, each and every time I suggest the words deep sleep, that's right. Every time I suggest the words deep sleep. 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 Start to the chair. Every time I suggest the words deep sleep. Every time I suggest the words deep sleep, you will rest into this state and go 10 times deeper than you've ever gone before, becoming more apparent to all of my suggestions. Every part of you completely and totally relaxed. I'm going to come by and give you a number. If I do not give you a number, if I give you a number, remember it. If I don't give you a number, remember it. I will touch you on the shoulder and give you a number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you giving one? 7. On the count of 3, to all my volunteers up here on stage, on the count of 3, and everybody, I'm going to ask you to sit up, open your eyes, and if I gave you a number, I want you to stay up here. If I did not give you a number, you may carefully go back to your seat. But remember, if I gave you a number any time that I just simply suggest the words, deep sleep, for the purpose of hypnosis, you'll just allow yourself to enter this state quickly, calmly, and deeply, following all my suggestions, no matter how strange or ridiculous they may sound. Nod your heads if you understand. That's right. 1, 2, 3. Sit up nice and straight in your chairs. If I did not give you a number, I'm going to ask you to leave off the stage carefully. Yeah, we can cut through that way. You can go back. All right, the rest of you,
Casey.
I'm going to have you guys slide down this way.
Down the later.
Sit down right here, fill these chairs. And there. All right, I want all of you to look at me right now, take in a nice deep breath. Close your eyes, and as you exhale, feel your body melting back down. All the way down, deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Look at me right here. Blink. Blink again. Close your eyes. Sleep. Just melt. Stuck to your chair. Just melt all the way down. Deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Yeah. Look right here. Don't look away. Right where I move my fingers. Just move your eyes. Close your eyes. Blink. Feel yourself melting. Close your eyes. Feel your body melting. Or keep them closed. Feel your body just move. All the way down. You're going to go to your right. Just step over. That's right. Open your eyes. Just look right here. Close your eyes. Close them down. Feel like all heavy. Just sleep. Stuck to your chair. That's right. Stuck Stuck to your chair, stuck to your chair. First, touch your mouth, open your eyes. Look right here. Close your eyes. Touch your body, relax. Touch you on your shoulder, just feel your whole body relaxing. Deeper. Sleep! Just now, that's right. Just going deeper and deeper and deeper. Give me your hand. Actually, push down a little bit harder. A little bit harder. Now close your eyes. Your eyes rest. Keep them stuck. Eyes locked and sticky. Pressing down. Sleep! Just stuck deeper and deeper. Melting, floating, your whole body just letting it go. Just listen to the sound of my voice. Nothing can disturb you. All of my volunteers up here on stage, from this moment forward, anytime I suggest the words deep sleep, you'll just allow yourself to enter this state quickly, calmly, and deeply. And you'll go 10 times deeper and 10 times more relaxed. From this moment forward, any noise the audience makes will only cause you to go deeper and become more open to my suggestion. Their laughter, their hand clapping, the more noise they make, the deeper and more animated you become. Nod your heads if you understand. Good. To all my volunteers up here on stage, in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I reach the count of 3, your eyes will remain closed. You will no longer be here in Wyoming. You're going to take a little trip in your mind right now to any tropical place you want to go. I don't care where it is, because on the count of 3, you can stretch out, you can feel that sun beating down on you, because you are on a beautiful tropical island. It's 90 degrees, it's warm, it's humid. It's a great place to be right now. On the count of 3, you'll feel that heat beating down on you. And with every breath, you'll notice that that heat gets hotter and hotter and hotter. Nod your heads if you understand. Eyes closed, you'll just stretch on out on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. Stretch on out and take in that sun. 90 degrees now, and getting hotter. 95 degrees and getting warmer yet. 100 degrees is getting hotter. 110 degrees getting warmer yet. Wow, is it hot. You may need to fan yourself. 150 degrees. Man, it's hot. 160 degrees. 170 degrees. 180. 190. 300 degrees. It is scalding hot. Is he surfing? But you know what? Like all warm vacations, they eventually have to come to an end. And your plane got lost in the Arctic. It's 30 degrees and getting cold. 25 degrees. 20 degrees. 15 degrees. 10 degrees. 5 degrees. The person to your left or right's warm though. Let me help you, buddy. Right there. She's nice and warm. I got you. She's nice and warm. There you go. Come here. Come here. Sit down right next to her. I'll warm you up. I promise. Sit down. Get close. Get close. Oh, it's so cold. So cold. 0 degrees and getting colder. -5. -10. -15. -20. And freeze. Freeze, 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 freeze. The temperature now is back to normal. Back to normal. The temperature is back to normal. Oh, wild crowd. Back to normal. I want you all to find a chair. 1, 2, 3. Find yourself a chair. Be careful. Find yourself a chair. There's 2 chairs right here. There's a chair for you. There's your chairs. Sit in your chairs. Sit in your chairs. Sit in your chairs. Sit in your chairs. Your side closer. Slide your chairs closer. Slide your chairs closer. You can put your boot back on. It'll help you, I promise. All right, look at me. Look at me. Give me a hand. Put your feet flat on the floor. Sleep. Give me a hand. Sleep. Give me a hand. Yeah. Give me a hand. Sleep. Watch out for that. Not that kind of shoulder. Sorry. All the way down. Give our volunteers a big round of applause. And you go deeper, and deeper, and deeper, and deeper down. To all my volunteers up here on stage in just a moment, when I reach the count of 3, you're going to realize that there's a really horrible smell.
That's some funny shit.
Coming from the person to the left or right. It's not pleasant. You will not move your chair because your chair is fused to the floor. But you can look at that person, you can call them out, but it's going to smell horrendous. Worst smell you ever smelled on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, taking that whiff. Oh, God. What's wrong? He pooped his pants. What's wrong? Is it him? What's wrong?
It's him.
Him? Dude, it is. Now you're lucky David. But you know what? Now you realize that smell really is coming from all of you. Oh. Terrible smell. When I touch you on your shoulder, it just gets worse. Oh, terrible, horrible, horrible. Terrible smell. Oh my goodness. Oh. Don't worry. The smell's going neutral again, and now you realize that the person to your left or right smells amazing. Ooh, they smell good. Take in that whiff.
That's me.
Oh, good smell. When I touch you on your shoulder, it just smells better and better and better. You can't get enough of it. Kilo! Well, yeah, it smells good though. What are you touching your hair for? Sit up nice and straight in your chairs.
That's something you end up on YouTube.
Well, when she goes down, she goes down.
Give my volunteers a big round of applause. Do we have any kids left in here? Oh, okay. Just for this one, I promise. It's really not that bad, actually. I won't embarrass anybody. To all my volunteers up here on stage. On the count of 3, you're going to realize you're watching the saddest movie you've ever seen. It is a complete tearjerker. 10 times more sad than Old Yeller. This thing is going to pull on your heartstrings terrible. You'll sit up, you can open your eyes, and you'll see that sad, sad, sad movie screen in front of you. Nod your head if you understand. Good. 1, 2, 3. Sit up and see that movie. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, there's a puppy and he's running across the road. Oh, there's a Mack truck coming. He's blaring his horn. The puppy's not moving. Oh, bam! Oh, God, he just got hit. Oh, the puppy just got nailed. Oh, my goodness. Oh, his guts are everywhere. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness.
I know, right?
Did you realize that now the movie is beginning to change, and it's a dirty movie? It's bad. When I touch his shoulder, it gets worse. But you're beginning to notice something interesting in that movie. You're beginning to notice that the actors are your parents. Oh man. Never get that picture removed. It is so bad you can't help but look. It's that bad. It's like a car wreck. You have to look at it. Any words you want to say to mom and dad? Disgusting? What about you? You don't fucking know. What about you? And what about you? No, not at all. All right, we'll take the movie away. Sit up nice and straight in your chairs. The movie's gone. Sleep. That's right. Sleep. Who's she with? Who's she with? Slide your chair a little closer. Watch me. Follow me. That's right, closer. Sleep. Good night. All the way down. Deeper and deeper and deeper. All the way down. Your whole body just melting, sinking, and drifting. Are you guys having a good time? No one's having a good time? Well, there's like 20 of you now. Give my volunteers a big round of applause. Make them know that you appreciate their efforts tonight.
That's our plate.
Yeah. He's over there in Tyler's lap. Literally.
12 my volunteers. This is so mean. 12 my volunteers up here on stage. In a moment, I will count from 1 to 3. When I reach the count of 3, you'll open your eyes, look down below your feet, and you'll notice a lottery ticket. That lottery ticket is worth $10 million. One of you will have the winning ticket. 3 of you will not. Is it going to be your lucky day or not? On the count of 3, you'll sit up. I will read you the winning numbers as if I'm on television. You'll be watching that TV in your mind and seeing those balls roll on out. Nod your head if you understand. Good. 1, 2, 3. Sit up and grab your lottery ticket right at your feet. Grab that lottery ticket. There you go. Grab that ticket. Get those numbers. Because the first number is coming. For $10 million. The first number is 12. And with every number, you can feel the excitement building as you get closer. And the second number is 15. Oh, and the third number is 13. The fourth number is 9. And the fifth and final number is, and we'll be right back with a commercial break. And we're back. The fifth. Remember, your chairs will not fall off stage. If you have the winning ticket, you can say whatever you want. Oh, that's gonna be bad. The fifth and final number is 23. Take your shoe off. It's the media. They want to talk to you. Take it off and answer it. Answer it, put it to your ear, answer the media. It's your phone call. Hi, this is the media. This This is the media. Congratulations on winning $10 million. But more importantly, thank you for your huge donation of $10 million. You just donated all your money.
Oh, look at this bitch.
It's all gone. Who'd you donate it to? Who'd you donate your money to? There, the media's saying you did. It says right here, $10 million. To the Clean Up Wyoming Fund. I don't think so. Maybe you should tell them.
I won my ticket.
Yeah! Yeah!
All right, I'll let you keep it. Have a chair. Have a chair. Sit back. Have a chair. Sit back. Keep your shoe right there. You don't need to put it back on. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Are you mad? So close. It was close. Sometimes I'll do like 23 and a half, and then say like 23, and someone else gets excited, and then I say the half, and they'll like fight it out on stage. All right, sit up nice and straight. Look at me. Close your eyes. Sleep. All the way down. Stop to each other. Sleep. That's right. Just sleep. All the way down. Give my volunteers a big round of applause. Deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. All the sounds of my voice takes you deeper and deeper and deeper. My volunteers up here on stage. In a moment, when I reach the count of 3, you will sit up in your chairs and open your eyes, and you'll notice that I'm pulling onto a sock puppet. Whatever the sock puppet does, you do. It's like an extension of your body. If it shakes, you shake. If it scratches its head, you scratch your head. If I kiss it, it feels like you're being kissed. Nod your head if you understand. Good. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up, sit up. Stand up. Turn around. Shake it. Faster. Warp speed. All right, sit back down. Sit back down before you shake the stage down. Sit back down. Sit back down. Sit back down. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Give me a hand. Sleep. Give me a hand. Sleep. Give me your hand. Sleep. Who's he with? By himself? He's with you?
Yep.
It just gets weirder and weirder. Yours is what? Your bride? In about 3 minutes, I'm going to steal it from you, just so you know. So all my volunteers, just go deeper and deeper and deeper. All the way down, every part of you just relaxing, melting, floating, sinking, deeper and deeper and deeper.
Over it?
Just sleep all the way down. Deeper and deeper and deeper. Are you guys having fun yet? There we go. Now we're getting a little better. I'm about to steal your husband away. This may be awkward for you, but it's going to be really awkward for me. To all my volunteers up here on stage, let me tell you something. that because I'm a hypnotist, that I can have anybody that I want. No, it doesn't work like that unless they're up here. Watch. 2 of my volunteers up here on stage. 2 of my volunteers up here on stage. No offense to any of your husbands out here. You are all single girls now. And in a moment, on the count of 3, you will sit up in your chair and I will be the most gorgeous man you have ever seen. And if you're a male, it doesn't matter. Man or woman, woman or man. I'm the most beautiful human being you have ever seen. Stunningly gorgeous. You can't take your eyes off of me. I will play some music. And you will want to dance with me. If you're not dancing with me, you're very jealous. You won't hit anybody. You won't slap anybody. You won't kick anybody. You won't bite anybody. You won't rip anybody's clothes off. I've had all these happen. You won't do any of those things. You'll be good people. But you'll be very jealous. You can call for me, you can stick your arm out, but you won't come to me until I call you to me. I learned that one the hard way. I like tackle on stage. Alright, nod your head if you understand. Man or woman, woman or man, it doesn't matter. In your mind, on the count of 3, I'm the only person that you want. Nod your heads if you understand. Good. 1, 2, 3.
The hottest man ever.
Hi, how are you? What do you guys say, man? You look happy. She smiles now.
That's not a nice smile.
I don't know, what's this about? You're dancing. You were first? 5th? Now she's 2nd. Go have a chair, go have a chair. I'm sorry. Go have a chair, go have a chair. I am a dog, aren't I? I am a dog. Hold on, I gotta pick something off the floor. But you know what, people? Maybe sometimes, where'd he go? Maybe sometimes, are you paying attention? Maybe sometimes you want something a little different, if you know what I mean.
Why did it bring it on myself? God damn it, Jim!
Shania to the stage! Alright, I'm going to cue the music. You don't need to know the lyrics. You hear the music, you just feel it, alright? Alright, here we go, buddy. Get back on stage. 1, 2, 3! It's going. Hold on, here we go. Wide awake. What's going on up here, folks? I'm trying to do a comedy hypnosis show. better than you did, son. No comment? Plead the fifth? It's crazy, huh? That guy, he got you good. What are you guys doing? Why are your eyes so big? I think you've had enough of that after this. Have a chair, have a chair, have a chair. Give Shania and his backup dancers a round of applause. Sleep, 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 all the way down. Deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Did you guys get good pictures? Because that was like a Kodak moment. That should be on the company wall someplace. All right. To my volunteers up here on stage, I want you to sit up nice and straight in your chair, and I want you to keep your feet flat on the floor, eyes still closed. Eyes still closed, that's right. Very deep still, very deep, just hearing the sound of my voice. Now there are some hypnotists that like to take individuals up here, send them back, and have them do a bunch of crazy stuff. Because of my experience with hypnosis, I prefer to give them something to leave here. So I'm going to tell you all a brief story about how I got into hypnosis and how powerful it can be in all areas of your life. Those of you who didn't know, I'm sure if you looked at my website you did know, but I'm a military veteran. I've been in the military for about 15 years, South Dakota Guard now. I served in Iraq, thank you. I served in Iraq in 2004, and it was probably the worst year of my life. And when I came home, I suffered from a lot. From alcoholism to thinking about getting into drugs. I never got to that point. Thankfully I got help first. But I drank a lot. I was depressed. I was anxious. I contemplated suicide probably every day. I just didn't want to live anymore. Alright? One day I was at the VA hospital. I had been going to the VA hospital at this point for probably about a year. And all they give you is a bunch of tranquilizer meds to calm you down and send you on your way. I was a guard soldier. No one cared about us. Oh, you guys have your families to go back to. We weren't a big deal with society at that point, to the VA system, to the Army. We're just bodies they needed to do a mission. We suffered the same as the active duty guys, and we got home and we didn't have anything. And I suffered. One day at the VA hospital, someone came up to me and said, have you ever thought about hypnosis? And I kid you not, folks. In 6 weeks, 6 sessions, 1 session a week, that hypnotherapist did more for me than any medication has ever done. To this day, I don't take a single medication. 2 years ago, I decided to try something interesting. And I went back to the VA hospital to get retested for PTSD and re-diagnosed. And they could not give me a diagnosis. So in my opinion, for probably the first time, you can cure PTSD through the use of hypnosis. And I was successfully able to do that. I no longer have the nightmares, I no longer have the sweats when I wake up, I no longer hate my life, I no longer sit around and cry all the time. And it was all because of hypnosis. And everybody has the potential to get into this state and make some change that you want in your life. So to all my volunteers up here on stage, I'm going to touch you on your shoulder, you go deeper, 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 and deeper. That's right, all the way down. In your minds right now, I want you to put something at the center of your mind that you want to improve on in your life. And if it's smoking, see yourself as a non-smoker. And if it's having better communication skills with your wife or your spouse or your man lover. Whatever it is, if you want to lose weight, see yourself as thin. If you want to be more successful and have more money, see yourself with that in your mind. Take that time right now to focus on it. But here's the problem. People always tell you, coaches always tell you to visualize things. Visualizing won't do anything for you. If you want visualizing to work, it has to be so powerful you can feel it. So to all my volunteers up here on stage, whatever it is you're focusing on now, I want you to begin to feel it. And what I want you to feel is what it's going to feel like when you achieve this goal. What it's going to feel like to never smoke again if that's what you choose. It may take a few weeks for this to manifest, for the full change to happen. But if you take this seriously and you focus on it very deeply and intently, it will come true for you. You need to feel it as if you you've already gotten it. Not that you want it now, that you've already achieved it. So when I pull you out of this state, it's as if that change is already there. If it's smoking, the cigarette just won't taste good anymore. If you want to lose weight, you realize that it's so much easier to eat less. You can eat what you want, it's just easier to eat less now. If you want to have more confidence, you see yourself in the mirror and you realize that you truly are a good person, a healthy person, a successful person. You see, in this state right now, all you have to do from this moment forward to go into this state and work on yourself is close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths and allow yourself to begin to relax. And you're lying in bed at night, right before you fall asleep. Visualize and feel what it's going to feel like to have this, and you'll reinforce what you started here. Don't expect the change to happen now. Just let it happen. It will come to you. It always does. Nod your heads if you understand. Good. Let it come to you. Now, to all my volunteers up here on stage, in a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 5. When I reach the count of 5, your eyes will open, you'll be completely back in the room, but you will have absolutely no idea what happened up here tonight. It will be completely erased from your mind. As soon as I reach the count of 5, your eyes will open, and in your mind, you'll think the show hasn't even started yet. But when you take your third step, no matter where it is, all of this will come back to you like one crazy dream. It will be the funniest thing you've ever experienced. You will feel good about it, a bit shocked, but you'll feel great about what you've done up here. And everybody on the count of 5 will give you a huge round of applause. When you take that third step, everything will come back to you. Until that time, you will have no idea what happened, and you'll be sitting here waiting for the show to begin. Nod your heads if you understand. Good. At 1 now, sitting up nice and straight in your chairs. Eyes still closed. At 2, taking in a nice deep breath. At 3, already becoming more and more alert, coming back to full conscious awareness. At 4, getting all that feeling back now in your face and your arms and your legs, beginning to wake back up to full conscious awareness. And on the next count only, the audience is going to give you a big standing ovation for being such a phenomenal group of volunteers. And 5, eyes open, wide awake, Give them a round of applause. Good job. You guys ready to get started? We've been waiting for like an hour for you guys to get to the state. You really fought it. You're the only 4 left. Congratulations. My friend, you want this back? Okay. Why don't you put that, why is your shoe off? Maybe I can help you remember this. Why don't you go back and have a chair? Right now, go back and have a chair. Do you remember now? Do you remember now what happened? Sweetheart, go take 3 steps for me. Whichever way you want to go. In fact, just walk up this way. There you go. You can go down that way. So I grew up in the Menominee, Wisconsin area, and they have like the jails just out of town. And every morning I call it the walk of shame. And you see people like walking to work and then back to the jail as they get there like to get out for work. It kind of reminds me of that. You want to take 3 steps? Just walk that way. Just walk that way. Give her a big round of applause. Mine's one over there. I don't know how your scarf got over there. Would you like it back? Okay. doing? Can you tell me what happened up here tonight? Nothing? Why don't you take 3 steps? 3 steps, just 3. See what happens on the 3rd one. Give him a big round of applause. What's that? Oh. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank all of you for having me here tonight. I hope you guys had a fantastic time. If you're ever interested in booking my show, just go to my website, kellenmarson.com. Find me on Facebook, Hypnotist Kellen Marson, and my fan page. If any of you know any schools that do post-prom or post-grads, I do a lot of those. I'm pretty much booked up this year. But if you ever get put on that committee next year, give me a call. I love coming to Wyoming, Montana area. I don't know why. It's a beautiful place to be. So you guys were a great audience. Thank you to everybody who volunteered. And please, if you've been drinking, please drive safe, all right? It's just not worth it. Thank you and have a great night.